Hi everybody, welcome to Science from My Kitchen. Today we're going to be looking at some of the things we've already looked at and a couple of new things. Let's start by looking at the radish that so desperately needs to be planted in soil. Those roots are really getting long and the stem is also really getting long. So it really needs to be put in some soil. We will do that on Friday. So I'm going to put the radish aside. Here's that tomato plant that I grew from the seed. It's growing. Look, it's so tall, it's falling over. And we'll try to sturdy that up there. Here we have the grass that we cut on, I don't remember which day last week, but I did bring my ruler over. We cut it down to a half inch. Let's see, if I stick my ruler in, it is about 3/4 of an inch. It actually grew. And the others were 4 inches. The biggest ones were 4 inches. It's over 5 now. So our grass, if you notice on the calendar, it says cut lawn 4 inches to 1/2 inch. So now on Monday, the lawn is 5 inches. The top one is 5 inches. And then the bottom that we cut to a 1/2 inch is probably about 3/4 of an inch right now. So it grew 1/4 of an inch, and this grew a whole inch, or maybe I just didn't measure that piece long. We'll have to see. So next time we measure in another week, we'll see how it grew. But our grass is growing. It might be time for another haircut in a couple of weeks. The other thing I did was I actually had a Zoom conference with Mrs. Lascalzo and Mrs. Girolamo, and they were saying that you can grow other things. So I'm going to try a couple of other things. This is romaine lettuce. This was lettuce that we had in our salad. I'm putting it in water and seeing if I can grow roots on the lettuce. So I planted that, see here, on Friday. Put lettuce and celery in water. So here's the lettuce and here's the celery. This is the bottom of the celery. It looks a lot like the lettuce, but this is celery, if you can see. I put that in the water too. So that is the review of what we had already planted. Not last week, 2 weeks ago actually, almost 2 weeks ago, we made a cutting of Poe on Wednesday the 15th. I'm just going to pull them up and see if we've developed roots yet. No roots on that one. Let's see the other one. No roots on that one yet. All right, we'll keep waiting. We'll keep seeing. We'll see what Poe, if we can grow another Poe. So that was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days ago, but no roots yet. Okay, so that's what we had to do for our old stuff that we had to review. Now we're going to move on to the new lesson for today. So here is our new lesson. Do you know what this is? It's a potato. Do you know what it's used for? People eat them. We made it into that potato guy and tried to grow grass, but people eat potatoes. How do you like to eat your potatoes? My favorite, I think, would be really good mashed potatoes. Where do potatoes come from? Do you know how potatoes are grown? Potatoes grow under the ground. Is this potato living? It is. Take a look at it. Look at this. Now, do you think we can make a new plant from this potato? We're going to try. Do you remember what we did with Poe? We cut right at the node. Potatoes grow in the ground, but they are not roots. Potatoes are actually underground stems. And these stems are called tubers. It's spelled T-U-B-E-R-S. The T-U-B-E like tube, and the E-R is like the bossy R, and then S at the end, tubers. The focus question today is, what grows from the nodes of a potato? So we are going to find out. And what we are going to do is we are going to cut the node off the potato and plant it. Okay, I'm back. I did it. See, I cut it, and I made sure I have the node here. And I have a little container with some soil. What I am going to do is I'm going to put the potato in the soil with the eye or the node facing sideways. I'm going to stick it in the soil, and then I'm going to cover it with more soil. Okay, I covered it entirely with soil. So now what we're going to do is mark on our calendar. Let's get the pen. We're going to mark on our calendar that we planted potatoes. Potato. Well, it was really only one potato. I put potatoes. Planted potatoes. So we planted the potato today, and we're going to see what happens. I'll keep watering it, and we will review what happens to the potato. So let's talk about our vocabulary. The little holes on the potato are structures called, and we call them eyes. The eyes are places where new leaves and stems will grow. The eyes are also called buds. And potatoes are a special kind of underground stem called tubers. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. We will observe our potato over time. Here's the other part of our potato. Maybe I should plant that too and see, we'll compare. So we'll observe the potato over time. We'll observe the lettuce and the celery over time. We'll measure our grass next week. We'll keep looking at the tomato seeds. We will plant that radish on Friday, and we will keep looking to see if we can grow a new PO from the old PO. So here was another episode of Science from My Kitchen. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.